The gentleman from the 20th District, Representative DeBolt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker Lovick. I was expecting a bit more on the no side. You know, when I first got here, we were going through an issue on the spotted owl. And we didn't have measurements. What we had was hyperbole. In our district, at the time, before it started, we had around 20 functioning mills in Lewis County. By the time it was over, we were down to 4. The economic impact was devastating. The drug addiction, alcoholism, and socioeconomic problems that it left in its wake were devastating. When you go to these communities and you look at 34% unemployment, you look at 50% addiction rates, you look at what we did from hyperbole on what we thought was a spotted owl issue. It wasn't until years later we were sitting in this body and we got a report back that we learned it wasn't the spotted owl at all, that it wasn't habitat or encroachment that was causing the end of the spotted owl. It was an owl called the barred owl. And we sat through the hearing, if you remember correctly, and we learned about this Minnesota barred owl that came to our state that was a predator to the helpless, lovely little spotted owl. And it basically devastated and wiped out its species and created a new species, which we now have, which I'm sure someday we'll protect, is the spotted barred owl. Great. So now what you're asking us to do again today is trust us. Oh, come on, we're with the government, trust us. We don't. This amendment is very simple. All this amendment says is let's put measurements in. Let's make sure when we devastate and kill entire timber communities that we at least have a plan to help these people recover. Please vote yes.
Further remarks? Gentleman from the 30th